let's talk about the upcoming other events that are happening around the same time. So we are getting very, very close to November 8th. And this is going to be completely different than any other full moon you've ever felt before. We talked about other beings wanting to come here. Now, this is important. We've been offered a lot of help by a lot of different folks over the last few days. I'm really excited about that. They have offered to come here. We've been offered to join in with other groups and other galaxies and other systems because we have turned the corner to the light.
Wow.
But here's what happens. So on their side, they're constantly putting out fear, greed, I mean, every deadly sin that's out there, and then they're trying to get us to all concede to their rulership and the rulership of the dark. And they exude dark energy constantly. I mean, if you've ever been around one of these people, I mean, you literally feel like gravity just got 10 times higher because it's just so heavy and so weighted down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they suck the energy out of you and you feel depleted and exhausted. And well, that's what it's like trying to work with these people. But on the other hand, more and more people, not so much even waking up, but more and more people are siding with the light. And thus far, those more and more people all around the world have been the anchors for the light here. So the greater in numbers we become, the more anchors we have of the light, and that's how you overcome the darkness. Everybody's always asking, what can we do? What can we do? You know, anchor the light. Become that anchor for source light here on this planet. It's extremely important to do that. The more anchors we have transmuting the darkness, because you're changing the dark to the light. So you anchor the light here and you transmute that darkness every day. Now, we're going to get a huge push in that on the 8th. And then we're going to have a lot of, let's just say, visitors here who will join us in anchoring that light. And that's how we're going to overcome the darkness.
I just got the chills.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, you know, you've ever been in a conversation with someone and they're just so negative. They're talking about everything that's horrible, everything that's bad. And you just like want to go home and take a shower.
Yep.
Okay. Well, those people are much darker and exude, they're anchors for the darkness here.
Mm-hmm.
And they both can't exist in the same place, right?
Right.
So really over the next couple of days, starting probably tomorrow on the 5th in your time, wherever you are in the world, and start really focusing on anchoring that light and transmuting that darkness. And you're going to have a lot of help from the 5th through the 12th in doing that. The more people that come in, the more anchors we have, we should be able to completely overthrow the darkness by that point.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So can you share with us a little bit more about who these beings are, or, you know, where they came from, or like how, yeah.
Well, now that the anti-Pleiades are gone, we have the 7 star systems of the Pleiades coming forward. And these are positive. They're clean, they're higher density than we are, and they couldn't literally, they were choking just like we were for many, many billions of years. That's no longer the case. They have invited us as well to be the 8th galaxy. Obviously, we're not in that star system as we know it, you know, as it's been told to us. But they involved us to be the 8th, and then of course, source is always the light, is always the 9th, you know, the central sun, to form a complete coalition to push out the rest of the darkness. So it's really exciting. I mean, we have a lot of exciting times. We have a lot of folks that are already here. We've had a lot of folks in the peripheral. I mean, we literally look like, you know, a football stadium. You know, right now we've got that many people in the quote unquote stands. floating around here, pulling for us and pushing for us and helping as much as possible. So it's going to be a really exciting week next week. But, because the 5th is tomorrow, I thought you all should know and that you should kind of get started on those anchors because it's really super important for all of us. We're not going to have many more reports like this. In other words, the reports aren't going to be about what the Pentagon's doing, crazy generals, weirdo Chinese people, and whatever else, right? It's going to be about, wow, look at the effects. Look how much we've changed. Look what's available to us now. Now, this is either going to go smoothly or it's going to be a little tough. Because remember, what do little children do that when they get angry with other kids and they take their toys and go home? They go leave the sandbox and they go home. Well, what happens if they take, their grocery stores and shut the doors? What happens if they, I'm not being a negative person here. I'm just saying, we have to be prepared for all of that. I mean, banking, we're going to survive. We will survive. Our systems will survive. They are strong. They were built to last. You might not be able to walk into a place and cash your check if they decide to pull all their toys out of the toy box, so to speak. But you will be able to go to an ATM machine. You will be able to go to, to pull out cash. You will be able to transact online. You'll be able to do all of those things. So don't worry about that. As far as resources, we're going to have to pull together. Look at alternative, sellers online that are small businesses to provide you with things that you need. Those are things to really kind of focus on where you're going to get what you need for your family. Just in case this doesn't go well. So now these folks can either turn, they do feel like they are superior human to us. They think of themselves as Abraxas hybrids, therefore a superior human. Well, I don't know, where they got that from. Like, I battled them too. They're not that bright either. They're just self-entitled, just like you are, right? Just like they are, I should say. Yeah. But not for much longer. So I appreciate in advance everyone anchoring the light over the next few days. Doesn't take long. Just try to anchor that. And if someone starts throwing negativity at you, you don't have to take it. You want to transmute that energy into positive light and send it back to them that way. So I know when we're attacked, sometimes people say, oh, give it back to them 10 times more, whatever they're throwing at you. What about transmuting it and sending them the light?
Right.
We need to start thinking like that as we go forward here into our future. So, with that, everybody have a wonderful, light-filled weekend. And I look forward to seeing you manifest yourselves in charge of yourselves.
I love that. That's fantastic news, Kim. And some of our friends, at first I thought I might be a little crazy, but I go out at night to take my dog out. I always look up in the sky and I'm seeing little white lights that are moving around. And I always say hi. I know you're here to help us. I'm Sunny. I know Kim. I do this. I do. I really do. Like, just in case, you can come on UNN anytime you want. We have a conversation. No, but I'm so thankful for them. And this is just such an exciting time. I love it.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about a lot more of this kind of stuff coming up on Real Talk. We've been recording for that, you guys. We're preparing to release that hopefully in the next couple weeks. So you'll be learning about a lot of new things that maybe you haven't heard of before.
I know. I'm excited about that. I hear you have a special guest on Real Talk too.
Yes, we are recording with Lisa today on camera.